friends, welcome back to a new video. Before we start, I want to remind you that you have to quit this worry right now. Today we have a very powerful and beautiful energy present, 7-7 portal. I want to give you a quick update because there's a very special energy that comes with this day. And for those of you who are energetically more sensitive, you may very easily feel it. So 7-7 in Chaldean numerology is called as cosmic consciousness, the master number of cosmic consciousness. And it holds within an energy that has or is often experienced as a love for freedom, love for adventure, love for, free spirit. It manifests in you as a call for an adventure, but it lacks discipline, it lacks focus. So this energy sometimes manifests in its opposite direction that becomes destructive, like drug abuse, or you are constantly seeking freedom so you can't hold on to a certain job or to a certain work that could actually manifest in abundance, in something you want to see. So I want to give you a quick message that comes with this energy today, how to use it, but also how to keep discipline so you can actually manifest great things in your life. So firstly, I want to let you know that all your dreams will manifest, all your visions will manifest if you know how to nourish discipline in your life, if you know how to nourish focus in your life, if you know how to keep the consistency going while you still know how to entertain yourself with certain activities that inspire you to keep going. So we need to have a balance. I call it balance between soft and hard passions. So when we find something we're passionate about and we would like to transform it into something meaningful, something big, something fulfilling, it's usually an activity that becomes very, very big and very important and meaningful to us. And for some of you, it may be just, like for me, it was transforming painting into a lifestyle. Like I wanted to make a living out of doing what I love, which is painting and making, this kind of inspiring content. And that for me was one part of my passion. And the other passion is sport. I love sports. I love mountain biking. Right now we are in Czech Republic, somewhere in nature. We've come here mountain biking. We are actually road tripping and mountain biking on different locations, very beautiful places. So you can't see much here, but it's very beautiful. Such incredible forests. And this is my hard passion. So I have soft passion for creative expression, which is sometimes more feminine expression, which is, creativity. Creativity is more feminine energy. And then sports are more masculine energies. Those are very well-structured energies. We need both if we want to have discipline in our lives. And that's why I wanted to give you this message today that comes with 7-7. Well, firstly, cosmic consciousness. What is that? Well, it's like a universal brain inside which everything is in cosmic order. You're part of it. You're like a cell in this, you're like a neuron in this brain of the universe. And the thing is that when a person goes through a spiritual awakening, person discovers that, well, I'm not just this individual body, I'm also a part of the collective universal story where I have galactic family and I'm part of nature and therefore I belong here. And if I belong here, there's a story that needs to be fulfilled through me, because everything inside here, inside this matrix, has purpose, has reason. So a process of spiritual awakening happens to an individual when individual becomes aware that he or she is a part of the great cosmos, and everything, every single particle has its purpose, its reason, and its meaning. But meaning is not something that somebody gives to you. It's not like I say to you, hey, you're very powerful, and then you believe that. It's, you need to give meaning to things you do, and therefore you need to go through your own path of self-discovery to recognize why you've been placed to this interesting place and what can you do with your life. So you need to come across awareness of your talents, of where you feel naturally drawn to, developing certain skills, certain knowledge that calls you, certain information that just resonates with you. And then evolution happens as you start digging deeper into these directions you feel naturally drawn to, and you start exploring them and becoming better at these things, whatever they are. And you develop a sense of passion for it. And then passion becomes like a drive for more exploration, for more adventure with it, which is number 7, more, love for freedom. You want to free yourself from limitations of this world. You can't fully free yourself because you're still here, but you can make your life more joyful. You can make your life more blissful, perhaps, which doesn't say you will always be happy and positive. It says you will find reason to persevere. You will find meaning in challenges. You will find strength in hard times because you will know you're part of something bigger, and you're not here just to suffer. You're here to create something meaningful out of suffering, which gives purpose to suffering, which is a powerful thing because it transforms you. It transmutes your pains into process of very inspiring story that can later be shared with others, right? A powerful thing that can happen to you. And many of you today, because of this alignment, can be more aware of your authentic energy imprint, which means you become more familiar with how uniquely you're functioning. You're not adapting so much anymore to the social structure and different complexes of how you should be, even though to a certain degree you have to. But you're becoming more aware, like, this is my authentic energy. Here's what I love to do. Here's what I love to, like, how I express myself in this kind of activities where I can actually help this complexity of society to grow in a certain way, or at least if I don't help it to grow, I help it to reveal what doesn't work. So sometimes you need to go through processes of failures, just to reveal to you and to people around you what doesn't work. So it's, everything has a purpose, and the reason behind everything that's happening in your life, you need to see the reason behind, like, why it happened. And more importantly than that, you need to notice that you're always guided in this process, that you are supported in this process, that you're not alone moving through this process. So you're also beginning to realize that a part of you is already where you're intending to go. Your future self is guiding you there. So you're not alone moving through this process. There are intuitive insights coming to you, popping into your consciousness from your future self, inspiring you to get to where you actually want to get yourself to, right? And that is powerful because, if you do something today that you will make your future self proud of tomorrow, then it means you're walking the right path. And the right path is divine path. And divine path is the one that is the most inspiring, because inspiration means to be infused by spirit. To be infused by spirit means that you feel something higher than just human senses. You feel something higher. You feel spirit moving you, right? And that's inspiration. So if you choose to be moved by spirit, to do something with it, like when I feel inspired, I paint. When I feel inspired to share a message with you, I share it. Sometimes I don't feel inspired and I call spirit to speak through me and I make a message for you. This is what it means to walk with spirit, to be spiritual. To be spiritual minded doesn't mean you hold on to certain beliefs. It means to move with inspiration, to think inspired thoughts, and to create inspiring actions, to build habits in your life that will make your life more empowering so you can feel more inspired. That's all love for freedom. It is love for being alive. And this is 7-7. But then challenge of this 7-7 is that this energy is not it's not an energy of discipline. So discipline means that you keep up to this kind of a lifestyle. So look, right now I'm traveling and I choose to take time for myself. I'm traveling with Maya, my partner, and our friends. And I still take time for myself to give something to you. I'm receiving a lot because we're having a great time, and I choose to take time to give something to you. And it's discipline. It's discipline to wake up early, to make sure my mind stays clear and sharp. It's all discipline. It's discipline to keep your body in shape so you can be prepared for all challenges that life throws to you. It's all discipline. Discipline requires focus, it requires clarity, it requires plan many times. Like, what will you do tomorrow? Being prepared for tomorrow so you don't need to think in the morning what you have to do because it already becomes overwhelming. Discipline tells you, learn from yesterday so tomorrow you will not repeat same mistakes. Don't be a dumbass, right? Learn from your own mistakes and don't repeat them. That's wisdom, taking from what you've been through and managing your actions the way that you stop repeating what's destructive. This is discipline. Discipline requires you to go into introspection, introspect your life, so you can start respecting your lessons more, right? Lessons are teaching you who you can be, not just who you were in the past. Lessons are teaching you that you are so much stronger than you think you are. And sometimes you don't believe into your own strength until you're forced to use it. When you end up broke because you've done something stupid and you're forced to maybe find another job, or you're forced to start another business, and then eventually after some years you succeed, you prove to yourself how much more capable you are. And then you start asking bigger questions. If I'm truly that capable, what if I would do these things I want to do even if I'm not forced to do them? And then you start discovering the power of manifestation. You start noticing, oh, if I truly focus my mind into the right direction, if I think right thoughts, if I have a sense of vision, if I set some intentions, if I start moving more intentionally, well, I can do some magic in my life, right? And that's where you start waking up to the cosmic consciousness. So cosmic consciousness in this sense is like a universal brain in which you are a neuron, and as each neuron in the brain is connected with all other neurons, you're a part of the web. And when you are aware that you're a part of the web, you start sensing the whole web, you start sensing the connection. And then a bit, this is the part again of a spiritual awakening. You become aware that you're a part of humanity. You're a part of galactic family, which means you start noticing certain traits inside of your soul or your character that make you unique. right? You stop judging yourself and you start appreciating these unique traits of yours. Then another step to this energy is that you start nourishing them. Like a long time ago, I found out for myself I'm a very creative person, and I want to evolve in my creative expression through my art, through painting, through making videos, through helping others, through, whatever life throws at me, I will handle it through my creative mind. I will find a way to move through whatever happens. And I've started, seeing some results for that. I could measure my power of perseverance and manifestation. So because I could measure, I could see results that it works, because I was experimenting with it. I started trusting it more. So trust, again, doesn't happen as blind faith. It happens because you can measure the power of your mind by setting some goals and making them happen, right? So if you add some discipline and focus to the love for freedom, love for adventure, exploration, spirituality, cosmic consciousness, you will be the change in this world. You will create something your future self will be proud of. And you will also experience a life that will become very, very worthy to share a story of what you've been through with others. Because we need this kind of stories, because they inspire us. They give us this sense of spirit where we just, want to move. Like, I feel inspired by stories of success, by stories of manifestation, by stories of when people have healed themselves with the power of their mind. I feel inspired by this kind of stories, and it inspires me to do something great in my life. So use this day, 7/7, to go into introspection. Notice what inspires you. Notice your unique traits of your character, of your soul, and ask yourself, am I nourishing them? Am I doing my best to evolve my talents? Am I neglecting them? Am I ignoring them? Am I suppressing them? Why? Why am I suppressing them? What's the belief behind that doesn't support my growth and evolution? What could be alternative belief for that? For what kind of belief I could change that? And what do I need to do to start believing that new story more? Should I read a book, like autobiography of a certain person that inspires me to start believing more into this power? Should I start measuring results in my life, like what works, what doesn't work? Should I focus on these things more frequently? And what are your passions? Try to find one soft passion and one hard passion. Soft passion, let's say soft passion can be creative expression, where you're dancing, you're singing, you're painting, drawing, doing this kind of things. And then hard passion could be, building online stores where you are selling it, or doing sports where you're stretching the boundaries of your body and exploring your masculinity or your feminine aspect, really stretching the boundaries of what you believe that is possible, and noticing that you have no idea what you think you can do, because there's so much of unexplored ground of your possibilities, of your potential. So my friend, I hope you found some value in today's message. I'm sending you lots of love, blessings, and power. Thanks to everyone for joining our Patreon community for more exclusive content, and thanks to everyone for supporting my art in our store, AttractPassion.com. And it's a store I draw my passion. Whatever platform you prefer the most, the links are in the description of this video. I hope you've enjoyed in this scenery, Czech Republic. I'm not exactly what is the name of this location, but well, we're somewhere deep in the nature. My friends, have a beautiful day and reflect a little bit about what we've been talking about. Cosmic consciousness is within you. In tune with it, get in sync with it, and see what comes to you as an idea. The universe has chosen you to express that, to make something beautiful, something powerful, something helpful and valuable with it. Never ignore it. My friends, till next time, one love.